this is a same video in the same day. You can see we're kind of sweaty and tired, but today I'm gonna let them ask me questions and just chat it up, because a lot of times when I'm washing my car, I'm just talking to a camera. Now I can actually talk to some people. So
Exactly.
Now is your time and your time to kind of figure out some questions. So think about that while I rinse the car off.
All right, let's walk around this side. Let's find ourselves with a wild Ken.
A wild Ken. Woo.
A wild Ken.
This is the third car. So the first two cars I really didn't wash, but I did help a lot. Those wheels definitely are pain.
Yeah, he did.
And I just finished washing all my four here without these guys' help.
Yeah, I mean, we'll show you Ken's washing skills on our wheels a little bit later, but
Yeah. As I continue this wash, so this is basically just a wash and chat, you know, and it's fun because we're talking about cars, in the other videos, we're talking about life. But Ben, I'm gonna let you take it away, and John, if you have anything to instill onto us or ask me, let me know.
All right, so first things first, I'm the realist. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Ken, so tell us, man, and tell me and Wayne, and also tell your viewers, right,
Okay.
who have been on the channel for who knows how long, what it feels like to be a trader.
All right, so real talk, right? Real talk. So these guys, if you guys don't know them and know their channel, they've been on the channel for a little bit. They both own F8X platforms, right? One owns an F82, one owns a disgusting mineral white F80.
My head out.
But I can tell you this, it feels good to be a trader because when I sold my F80 or when I got rid of it, they gave me a really good deal. They gave me a really good deal. So check it out. I paid $63,000 for my F80 M3. It was used, right?
Right.
And long story short, they gave me $60,000 trade-in almost 4 years later.
Wow.
Racking up another 30,000 miles onto it. So really think about it, that trade-in saves me $4,500. So in total, my value was $64,500. I made out in that car, you know, and to be able to drive that car for free. And you know, obviously YouTube does give me some proceeds. I felt like a bandit. I felt like a bandit. Do I miss it? I can tell you this, there's certain things I miss. I miss getting the vast majority of different parts used on the market.
Yeah.
Now when you get with the G8X platform, it's hard to get, you know, used parts, you know, especially right now in the early stages of it. But I don't miss the sound of it. The sound was corrected. My personal opinion was the equal length, but this S58 motor, you know, being stock and stuff, it definitely sounds a lot better. But now with the current exhaust setup, we've seen in another video, you're gonna hear that sound. It sounds pretty good. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that answers my question. I mean, I jokingly made a joke to Ken and my portion of these videos that he's going to be coming out with. I said, hey man, you know, you want to take my M3 out for a minute and feel what it feels like to drive a real M. And I just thought that was funny, so that's why I had to answer that question. He said, no, he'd rather stick with this.
No, I said something else. Like, I don't want to get cancer.
Oh yeah, well there you go. See, I didn't want to say all that, but.
Now, you know I have love for you guys, the F8X platform, for sure.
Yeah, you better.
But again, like when people ask me, hey, do you miss the F80? I really don't. This car checks all the boxes that I want. I think one of the big things that the F80 didn't have was a nice interior, and that may be important for other people. For me, it's important because it completes the total package. It has the power, has the aesthetics when I lower it and stuff. But, you know, hand for hand, stock for stock, I love this car. This car, you know, if I had a stock F80 and a stock G80, this does sound better, stock for stock, right? And I think it looks more aggressive with the rear diffuser, that stock. Don't keep my car.
Hey, we all got PPF here, all right? If you guys are watching, you don't know, all three of us, full PPF.
This is what you could do with PPF. Here, check it out. That's what you could do with PPF.
Okay, that's cringing me every moment that's happening.
But you could.
Oh, well, since he just did that, Ken, what is it like being rich?
Yeah, that's the next question, Ken. What's it like being
what's
rich?
it like being rich? He did not give two shits about how he just marred his PPF.
Yeah, and don't forget, he's already shown us his house. I don't know if he's shown you guys yet, but yeah, Ken, we just need to know, man. What's it like?
I'm not rich, man.
Brand new house. Don't let him fool you guys, right? Brand new house, brand new M3, right? Individual, mind you, okay? My man is going all out on the exhaust setup. I mean, we're talking big bucks right here, right? You say I got a lot of mods. Okay, I don't know, man.
My car's stock, man.
Yeah.
My car's stock. I just work hard, man. And I keep my personal life out of it sometimes. But if you knew the amount of hours I work a lot. And I'm glad because I think we mentioned it in John's video. John's video talked about how, and also your video, how what motivates you, right? What motivates me is like seeing my father come to this country and having nothing and being able to put us as his children in a better position. It kind of makes me motivated, especially when I'm able to show him that, hey, your son actually was able to get this house and he's very happy with that. For me, that's one of the best feelings as a child to my father, and it's a great feeling. I don't know if you guys can really relate to that, but I just want to make my parents proud, and that has to do with my upbringing and part of my culture.
Yeah, it's all jokes. Me and Ben just like giving him a hard time because he's got a nice car and a nice house. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like Wang said, it's all just jokes. And
It may seem like I don't work, but I work.
no. We have seen him work between Invasion, between the YouTube,
My day
his
job.
own channel, the
My day
Beamer
job.
Invasion channel, his and other things that he does. So he works really hard. And we do see that, and he's able to, have all this, which is awesome. But I definitely think what you just said about the Asian or the culture,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing for us, or for me too, is the Asian parents, they always want to see their kids do well. They never want to see them do bad. That's why they're hard on you, and they always tell you to work and work and work.
So you'd be a doctor.
Yeah.
Be a
Why you
doctor.
not doctor yet?
Yeah, no, definitely, guys. Like Wang said, it's definitely all jokes. Me and Wang, we personally know just how hard, Ken works, and this is a true testament of what hard work will get you. I mean, we're joking with him, but it's real. It's true.
Ken motivates us.
Yeah, facts.
Nah.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, like definitely working these videos and stuff, it takes like a long time to edit these videos sometimes. And sometimes while my wife is watching TV and I'm trying to be with her, I'm editing videos, man. I'm editing videos on my phone, and if you guys don't know, I edit actually all my videos on my phone. So it feels like work sometimes when there's videos I really don't want to edit, and it's like, it is what it is, but there's videos that I really enjoy, and I get a lot of satisfaction seeing the end result of it. But bring on the questions, man, bring on the questions.
All right, so what made you and Miguel start BMW Invasion, which is now Beamer Invasion?
So in the beginning, we had no idea what this was going to come about. It was basically us in South Florida, right? And I met Miguel actually at Cars and Coffee. So Cars and Coffee would be one of the results of what became Beamer Invasion. I can say this. I met a older Hispanic gentleman, aka Miguel, and he had a nice, it was a Yas Marina blue F80, and very modded. He had airbags and stuff, and then we just started hitting off between talking about mods, talking about what shops to go to, and which is how I met Your Motor Performance. And I can tell you this, he's like the mastermind behind all these events. I'm more into the marketing side, but he talked about having his own event, little meetups here and there. We did these little meetups here and there, but then he got motivated from Cars and Coffee. He was like, hey, why don't you guys start your own thing where you guys have BMW events? And I think our very first major car show was the Invasion of Melbourne. And if you guys know that was like during the peak of the pandemic when everybody was wearing masks, even outside. So that was tough, but we had a lot of fun doing it. And it slowly progressed us to meet different people in the industry, meet a lot of different people that watch our channels, people that are in the industry with companies. So it's pretty cool. But it definitely helped us allow us to kind of see the different side of being a car enthusiast, because we're not just doing, going to car enthusiast events, we're making these events. And it's a lot of stress, I'm not gonna lie. So the event coming in February, the stress is coming. Hopefully that answers that question.
It does. It does.
It feels different, man, getting these questions asked to you now.
Yeah.
Right, no, 100%.
The tough questions now come.
Bring it on, boy.
I don't know, what's another question?
You guys are doing good, don't slack.
I'm trying to think of one that it's like a good one.
How much protein do you put into your Wheaties?
I don't put any, I don't take any protein. And speaking about that, there's been people that comment on my videos like, hey, give me some fitness tips. I can tell you this, man, I eat the most unhealthy shit sometimes. I'm not even like lying. Like, how many donuts did I clear today?
At least half a dozen.
Probably more than that.
Probably more than that.
There was
I thought
three.
you'd half a dozen.
There was 3 already missing before you guys got it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so about 9. I'll give you 9.
I worked out since I was 16, and it was something that kind of got me, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was a little kid, I was a little angry little kid. So working out kind of got me into, de-stressing, finding a hobby that I was into, and I was good at it, I didn't really take any protein shakes until I was like 18 years old. That's when my friend gave me freaking a pre-workout. Because at that point, you were juiced up on all this freaking like caffeine and pre-workouts were definitely one of my things. Now I have caffeine headaches. If I don't have coffee in the morning, I have those caffeine headaches. But I can tell you this, as a person that works out probably 5-6 times a week, you don't need to go heavy, man. You don't need to go heavy. I do a lot of compound sets. I do a lot of, they call it mind-muscle connection. As you contract the muscle, you want to think about that muscle because you want that muscle to work and release those fibers, break those fibers. That's how you build muscle, because you got to destroy it in order to build back up. Do I take protein shakes? Only when I'm like in a crush to get a meal in, but no, I don't. All I have is Celsius, sometimes like a light pre-workout, like a C4.
So pretty much what he's saying is, if you want to look like him, guys, eat whatever you want, do some compound muscle movements, and you'll turn into a little baby Hulk too.
No, I would say I'm very blessed with genetics. I don't know what happened. I must have stole all the genetics from like my sisters and stuff, but like my father's like 5'7", my mom's like 5'5", I'm like 5'11". I don't know, and I got lucky with that.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. Asian people are not this big.
Yeah, don't let him fool you guys. He's got about a 3-inch lip on his Nikes right now.
So what other questions you guys got? That was pretty good. Never had anybody ask me that.
All right, so if you weren't to get a G8X, what would you have gotten?
That's a tough question. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a tough question. It would have probably been an E9X. It would have probably been an E9X. I hinted this on a lot of my videos where like, hey, I want the V8. I think the V8 sounds one of the best cars ever. And the community out there, the E9X community are pretty legit. They're very close. And I don't know, I think that would have been a good platform because there's a lot of aftermarket parts out there. There's a lot of people that are selling their parts. And I could probably pick one up and kind of went full boat on it because I got good money back for my car. But again, this is a car I plan on keeping a while because if you really think about it, this is the last non-hybrid M3. The next one's gonna be a hybrid. And I think one of the people to know that is the guy holding the mic now.
Yeah, no, I mean, you are very correct in that aspect. But I guess another question tackling on the, the E9X, E92 M3 would be, would you buy the car for function or for form? What I mean by that is, would you turn it into a cars and coffee build where it's beautiful, people love it, you have that V8 sound, it sounds great, or would you actually utilize that beast for what it was meant to be used for?
Being at the shop?
Being at the track.
No. So if you guys know my builds are mainly like for cars and coffee, car shows. If you guys pull up next to me, I'm not gonna race you because it's just not my thing. I don't care for that. I don't care for pushing the most horsepower. I do like doing pulls here and there. I do like ripping it here and there, as you guys probably saw in a POV video, but that was all done in Mexico, by the way. But I don't care, it's more for like shows, I like having the nice stands, I like having the nice wheels, and and having the little pieces that kind of make the car unique. Whether it's painting my calipers, paint match, or having those little things that people wouldn't do normally, you know, or spend extra cash on. That's just how I am.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
get a little messy there.
Wow.
A little creamer.
All right.
So if it wasn't for the BMW community, do you think you would have gone as far as you have in the car community?
No, that's a big easy no, because without the community right now, you know, you don't have anybody to share this with but yourself, you know. And being able to make videos like this online and showcasing it or going to shows, and it's cool, man, because like I went to Impact and people that are Impact, they watch the videos, and that's, to me, it's really humbling. But I came from the Subaru community back in the day when I started modding cars.
Subaru.
And yeah, the Subaru community are very tight-knit, close group of people, and there's not a lot of animosity or BS going on. I wouldn't be able to say that fully about the BMW community, but you guys know too, right? You guys agree. But for the most part, we're very tight-knit, and we'll look out for each other, the ones that are doing the right things. But without the BMW community, I wouldn't really be modding my cars heavily or doing all this and stuff.
So what he's saying is, guys, is that you're making him spend money. So cut it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Dude, absolutely. But house mods are coming, though.
Yeah. You're going to
mods
start
coming.
seeing house mod vlogs, guys, instead of car vlogs.
Nah, maybe the only vlog would be like the floors.
Yeah, that'd be a
Not
good
this
one.
year, though. Don't slow down, man. What else you got?
Gotta think of these on the fly. Wasn't prepared. All right, so far, what would you say is your favorite modification you've done to the G80?
The exhaust.
Yeah.
Exhaust. So
Which part of the exhaust?
So it's cool, man. I went in stages, right? Obviously, I went with, the first thing was the AWE switch path, and it was the EPA compliant one, which you had your resonators and the neighbor-friendly ones. So I did that. It was cool, but it wasn't loud enough. So I needed the 3-inch pipe from AWE that opens it up more. And then from there, I just felt like it needed some more sound for my personal taste, which is why we went with the catted downpipe from Active Auto Work. And I can tell you this, based on that, and also when you guys hear later, is the Active Auto Work Equal Length Mid Pipe, which is a prototype. It sounds freaking menacing. It sounds amazing. It reminds me of the S55 Equal Length platform, but a little bit more deeper and refined. Damn, look at this freaking bug.
Yeah, let's get a little zoom in of that. Wow, he did not make it.
RIP.
Yeah. Ken, what are you doing out here to the environment, bro? We need those guys.
We need those guys. I can tell you this. I have a catted downpipe, so I could do things like this. I'm so kidding. I'm so kidding.
Oh, man.
All right, so we're gonna go back and talk about your F80.
Okay.
Is there anything you regret doing to that car that you would redo?
Yeah, the PPF. That was one of the things I hated. If you guys watched the PPF series, it showcased how unprofessional that company was and how bad of a job they did and how much it really bothered me. That was one thing. The other thing was, I would say, the suspension. And if you guys see my suspension, I guess, history with that, I went through 3 different suspensions, and when you're trying to hide these things from your wife and saying that, hey, yeah, this is like discounted, dog, I got this used. No, I pay full boat on that stuff. It's expensive.
Got him.
So I wish I did more research, and I wish I, instead of being so impatient, just find the one that checked all the boxes on paper, and then maybe go further into the mod later on.
If you find Ken on the side of the road dead, it was his wife.
It was my, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We had nothing to do with it. So leave us alone.
Let me rinse this car off.
All right, Ken. So as you're driving the vehicle, I think a question that me and Wang both want to ask you is, if you were to start YouTube right now, today, would you still have done it the same way you've been doing it?
Like since the beginning of the first video?
Since the beginning of the first video. Like if you were to start YouTube brand new today, first video,
And I had no idea what I was doing.
and you had no idea what you were doing.
Yeah, it got me to where I'm at. You know, I'm nothing crazy. I'm like, what, 8,500 subscribers plus?
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
No, I appreciate everybody that's subscribed, but you have to press record to start to get where you want to be. And my long-term goal is to be able to eventually, you know, be somebody that to make these videos and hopefully do this full time. But it's very tough, you know, because, you know, it's a long grind. It's a long grind, and that's why I like doing these videos. It's fun to interact with the community. But if I had to redo it again, I'd do the same thing I was doing. I know for the first year I was having like 62 subscribers, and it was for like a good year. I stuck at 62 subscribers. When you see that, does it unmotivate you? No, because I was actually enjoying the process. I was actually enjoying learning to make videos, learning the right video settings, and turning something that I'm using on camera and seeing it after. And I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good video, which I thought it was, but it probably wasn't. Anything else?
Let's see.
Well, as you guys can
What?
see, I'm using some bead maker.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Don't play around. You want the beads.
We told you got money. You just wasting bead maker.
It's actually economical. So it's not that bad for a gallon. It's like $30-something, but it'll last you a while.
What was your favorite car in last year's BMW Invasion?
That's tough, man. Because you know what sucked too? Because I didn't really get to enjoy it too much because I was just stressing the whole time, planning and making sure like the timeline we had was going to it.
You weren't alone.
Yeah, you guys did too. But I would say one of my favorite cars there was an E46 M3 converted. It was Imola. It was converted into a four-door sedan. That came from, I think, North Carolina or South Carolina, one of those Carolinas, or Georgia. I think his name is Sean. That was a pretty nice car.
I don't think I got to see that one.
I don't think I got to see that one either.
You guys are blind.
It was working.
Yeah. Slaving.
You had a slave.
You could have said no. You could have been like, yo, fuck y'all.
Nah, I could never do that.
We're out there slinging cars.
Yeah.
Left and right.
Parking up left and right.
Parking up.
Still had a good time though,
man.
absolutely.
For those of you that show up this year, please show up early.
Yeah.
So we can park all you guys early. That was, we were parking cars till 1 p.m. that day.
Yeah, you guys did a good job.
I mean, the turnout was crazy. I mean, I still think about it to this day. I'm like, hey, yo, I don't think I've ever been to a bigger car event in my life.
And on top of that, we were part of it. It wasn't like we just showed up, we got to enjoy it. We were there helping and being a part of it. And thanks to Ken for letting us do that. It was just a great experience overall.
Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys enjoy it more by helping instead of just going and enjoy it?
I think we got to, at least for me, I think we got to see a lot of aspects of the show that a spectator would not have. And I like that side of things personally. Plus, I'm always one to help, and I enjoy doing it. So,
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, when you're just, a random person.
Your face, man. Just don't drop it.
Sorry, guys, I gotta.
we'll flip-
Wayne, help me out here.
oh, here, take the mic.
Yep, take the mic. Sorry, guys, I got a full sleeve going on. My arm's dead. But yeah, I mean, like Wang said, being able to see that side of how an event, runs, and seeing all the things that have to go behind it to make it function properly, and everything is time based and well organized, it really makes you appreciate the event that much more, because you're like, wow, I see how difficult it is, how stressful it is to make sure that all of this plays out as planned and it goes as smoothly as possible. When you're just somebody who comes to the event and you're just there and you're walking around and you're having a good time, yeah, sure, it's fun and all, but it's so much more rewarding when you're actually a part of it, helping it run as smoothly as possible, because then you get that like wow, you know, I was a part of this and it actually, you know, panned out as we planned. So, you know, in that aspect, it was very rewarding, you know, not only to be a part of it, but to also, you know, be in it and experience it.
Yeah, because it gets to a point where you're a spectator. You're like, hey, you're wondering why this happened, or you're wondering why this was delayed. There's a lot of intricate things that go behind the scenes that, you know, we have to deal with. For me, I'm excited for the next event, but I'm also like anxious. I'm ready for it to be over because there's a lot of stress involved. Good stress, because I do enjoy making these events, and you know, I can say from the team, it takes a lot of hours to this day just planning. We have like weekly phone calls, so just give you an idea. You guys are hitting me with some good questions.
Trying our best, man, trying to pick your brain apart.
Make your head explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ken, you ever talked about what other color you would have gotten?
Oh,
if you
yeah.
didn't?
That hasn't made it in
it.
a video, but yeah, I could talk about that.
All right, yeah, perfect timing then, because I'm sure your viewers are just as curious as me and Wang are. So if you weren't to get Imola red, right, this individual color,
Yeah.
would you have gotten another individual color, or would you have kept it a
Absolutely.
little bit more simplistic?
I just see it as, man, if I was gonna pay $85,000, $90,000 for a car and have the opportunity to go for a unique color that's not readily available, I'm gonna do it. You know, I wasn't really a big fan of the non-individual colors that were out there. Don't get me wrong, they're all gorgeous colors. I just want something special for myself. If you guys ever seen the individual catalog, there's a lot of colors on there. And it gets overwhelming because you're thinking in your head, it's like, all right, if I pick the wrong color, I'm wasting $5,000 plus whatever the build costs.
Right.
If you ask Marcus Cooper, the person I bought the car with, my sales advisor, I changed my color like 7 times.
I can
And it
attest.
wasn't 7 different colors, it was 7 changes I made for the color. One big contender was actually Rosa Corsa. Rosa Corsa, which is AKA Ferrari red, that was a color I had
So
on the
tough.
sheet the first time,
So tough.
right? How do you pick Rosa Corsa compared to this?
Come on, man.
Why? What would you pick, Rosa Corsa or this?
No, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Ferrari red, it is different. It does. For me, it is different, right? I was actually going to get a Ferrari red F80 M3,
Okay.
right? Because it was at the time, and I believe it still is, one of 16 that they ever produced, and the one that I was looking at was one based out of Connecticut, yes, and had 16,000 miles on it. Ferrari red individual. He even had the individual stitching on the seats that were also Ferrari red on the dash and things like that. And I was like, yeah, this might be a good contender. But
Yeah.
I wanted a 2018 because I wanted the LCI features and the upgrades and things like that. So honestly, I didn't end up going with that, but I sometimes regret it.
But it's tough though, because like Rosa Corsa, I thought about hard. And then what I was weirded out by it is like, when you look in the sun, it has a very orange hue to it. I like a true deep red.
Yeah.
You know, and I saw a Ferrari in person, and I was like, oh, and it's on the sunlight. But when I saw it in the shade, I was like, damn, that looked good. when I saw it in the sunlight, I'm like, oh, it has an orange hue to it. So I'm like, maybe not. And then one of the other colors I thought about was Grigio Telesto. Grigio Telesto is a Lamborghini color.
Yep.
I thought about that hardcore because I saw Lamborghini Urus, and the Urus had that. But then I was thinking, all these other car manufacturers already have like a Nardo gray type of color. Like Dodge Chargers come in that Nardo gray type of color. I'm like, that shade of gray has become less special. You know, you see it so rarely available now. So that's why I had that on for at least like 3 days until I changed it again. Marcus definitely loved me. And then, to be honest, right now, if I had to do the build over again, I probably would have picked a different color, knowing what I know now.
Do you know which color you would have picked?
What do you think?
No.
I'll give you guys 2 guesses.
Would you have kept it red?
No. Not like I don't love this color. I love
Yeah.
this color. This color is great. It's a really bold and an awesome option. But I saw this next color that I would tell you guys after somebody got it. It was on the forums. It's a Porsche color.
Ooh, interesting. See, now I gotta really think about it.
Is it wild?
It's still an individual, correct?
It's individual, yes. Is it wild? No, it would have been, for me, it would have been wild because it's individual, and also it would have been a very loud spec 2.
A Porsche.
Does that make sense? It's a Porsche color.
Miami blue?
No, one of their yellows.
No. I'm going with Miami blue. What are you going with, Wang?
It's either, I think, loud. Oh, wait, what's their orange?
Chinese New Year orange.
Chinese New Year orange.
I don't know. That's tough. A loud Porsche color?
Yeah, so you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell us, please.
All right, because the original waste film. So the color would have been maritime blue. Maritime blue. So when I saw that on the forums, I was like, damn, that looks so good. It was like a darker Yas Marina, right?
Yeah.
And it has more of a hint of purple in it. For me, it's I think it's a unicolor paint. So I would have picked that, also the red carbon buckets. It would have been the Superman theme. If I saw that beforehand, I would have probably picked that. But people call it Imola or Imola. I call it Imola, I don't care. It's a very historic BMW color, which is another reason why I picked it. And who do you know out there is going to pick red on red on red, you know? It's triple red. You guys haven't noticed, there's red brake calipers. But if you guys look that color up, maritime blue, it's a really nice color.
Dang, man, I was close with the Miami blue guess.
Yeah, you were close. You were close. I would have definitely picked that color. I think it looks really good. Very unique. It's different.
I wanted to say purple, but I don't think Ken's a purple guy.
No, it's becoming so, like, you know what's crazy about the purples? Like on the F80s, they're very rare, right? Nobody really had them. But since social media has to play a big role in it, these new builds, everybody's picking purple. Everybody's picking purple because now they have the option of doing individual. So, I don't know. I wouldn't pick purple.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, what I like about BMW is with their purples, they always change it, right? So, I mean, you have Techno Violet, you have Daytona, and then now their new purple, which is Thunder Night Metallic. Each one of the first time I saw it, it was actually on an M240. I believe it's called Thunder Night Metallic. But each one of their purples is like very distinctively different than the next. And that's what I like about their purples.
Interesting. Well, that was basically washing the car pretty quickly, right? I think that wasn't too bad.
That was pretty impressive since you've helped us wash essentially 3 cars
Like I
today.
said, his car's not dirty.
Because I ain't no.
Yeah, that too. Okay, and since Ken wants to get a little baller, let's come right over here real quick. Let's look at this job that he did right here on this wheel. You guys saw it in my video.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. You know what it is? Well, we definitely half-assed some of your wheels, but
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
because you're gonna drive 3 hours going back up north.
It wasn't that big a deal, and the 666s, they're yeah, you guys know.
What we're gonna do now is probably freshen up a little bit, and then probably get some exhaust content. If you guys cool with that. Yeah.
I'm down.
And then we'll go to that one spot, get some like B-roll if you guys want.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't run out of gas, we should be good.
How much gas you have?
We'll make it. We'll make it.
So we should start a GoFundMe page. Maybe get some gas.
Wow. Please and thank you. Make sure you find the link down in the description below.
But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. It was definitely it's been a long day. If you guys are wondering why we're in the same things, it's because it's all one day. But other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Say something else. Come on, guys.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, what are you doing? And yeah.
Well, check out their channels. Check out, Shurg Media, right? You also have thousands, which I still don't know what that means.
As he walks away.